Thank you once again for tuning in. 28 days featuring 28 guests celebrating our history, our culture, our heritage, and stories. And once again, as promised, we have a very distinguished guest again, Mr. Gaston Mbonglou. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Glad to be here.
Well, Gaston, give people a description of who you are.
It's really very interesting because at this stage of my life, I would say I'm an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur, but I'm really a consultant by trade.
Okay.
So I happen to be an adjunct professor at University of Maryland, and the thing that really drives me now is driving bilateral trade between my home country, Cameroon, and the United States, and try to be an ambassador on the cultural side as well as on the business side.
So I take it you're from Cameroon.
Yes, I am.
And I know you're a worldwide traveler. You speak multiple languages. Give us an insight on the cultural context you grew up in, also the different cultures you traveled in, and how was you able to make those adjustments?
So basically, I grew up in Cameroon and up to high school.
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon, it's very French-centric.
Okay.
Interesting enough, I got a scholarship to go study in Germany. Okay. So you go from a French system where people are much more, laissez-aller, as you say. You go to Germany where people are very strict and process-oriented. Was a huge shift for me.
Okay.
Then you leave Germany, you come to the United States as professional, where people have a total different positive spin on life. In the United States, it's all about building your self-esteem, believing in yourself. So all those three things have very, very, very shaped my life these days. So,
and then I picked up on something. You said you was a professor. What subject?
I teach computer science. Funny enough, it's more computer science and business.
Okay.
But really what I did is electrical engineering. So my take on school is teaches you how to work and do things in a very methodical fashion. But then whatever you do with your life, it's up to you. So I do teach because I love it, but it also helps me build a relationship and the bridges.
What has been your experience as an African, as I'm African American, and what are some of the commonalities and differences that you see coming from the continent of Africa and through your walk through Germany and the United States?
So it was very interesting because when you grew up, as I grew up in Cameroon, everybody's black. So, everybody's the same. There's no huge difference. Then you leave Cameroon, you go to Germany. The first thing for me was the language. As you know, German is pretty tough to learn. Yeah. So the German by default looks at the black person, they assume you don't speak German. Okay. So when they speak to you, they're going to say, you hungry, you. So then you open your mouth and you start speaking sometimes better than they speak.
Okay.
They're like, wow, what's wrong with you? So at a certain time, you had the feeling that you have to put something on a badge on your face saying, I have a PhD or I have an engineering degree. Okay. But interesting enough, once they open up to you, they'll become friends for life. That's what I really learned with German. And then the thing that I picked up in Germany again is the whole notion of process thinking, structure. When you go to Germany and drive on anywhere on the street, if the light is green, everybody's waiting. If the light is red, everybody's waiting until it turns green. So nobody will try to go around and drive. So when you and I look at it, coming from Cameroon, where you can do whatever you want to do on the street, the most powerful guys always goes his way. Then you go there, you learn structure.
Okay.
And that was very important to me because as you make the shift to the U.S. where all of a sudden, now I see black people. Interesting enough, I connected pretty fast with the black people because we all think the same way.
Okay.
We all have the same jokes. We all like dancing. We all like family, all the same values. But then I took a step back and said, the thing that I learned in Germany, how can I apply them here? About the whole notion of success, believing in yourself. So when you take the structure, the process thinking, and believing in yourself, it just opens a lot of doors. Okay. And I'm very glad today that I have a lot of African-American friends that I do business with, because I feel home.
Yeah.
In fact, 2 days ago, I was talking to my daughter and say, you know what, the funny thing is, it's good when you have people you do business with and you feel like they're your brothers and sisters. And that's what I found here. So I feel home.
And wrapping up, America, what was that quick adjustment?
The big adjustment for me was to understand the American culture. Okay. So in my culture, small talk and those things, people don't have it. I'll tell you straight what I want to do. So I had to understand how do you engage people into small talk. So sport is big in the U.S.
Yeah.
You play soccer in Africa. We don't play soccer here. So I had to pick something. Is that basketball? Is that volleyball? So I started with basketball. And back then, the Sixers were one of the best teams, with Mutombo and Iverson. So that was a good timing for me to really get into the whole thing. So I really learned how to engage with people, small talk before you get to the process.
If people want to get in contact with you, what are some ways people get in contact with you?
So one of the things that I've done is we have created a U.S. Cameroon Chamber of Commerce, so it's uscameroon.chamber.org, and basically it's building a relationship between the two countries. Cameroon happened to have the only sister city to Philadelphia in sub-Saharan Africa. So we revived that whole relationship, and Mayor Nutter hosted the mayor of Douala last year, and I hope that either Mayor Nutter or the next mayor is going to be able to go with me to Cameroon within the next 3 months or year. So I'm very excited about building those type of bridges.
Hey, we got to stop here. But once again, we appreciate you tuning in with 28 guests featuring 28 days, featuring 28 guests, where we're celebrating our heritage, our culture, history, and our stories. Tune in back tomorrow, and we will bring somebody back great again for you again. Have a great day.